Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today I want to look at one from the house of Ted Baker, and if you've watched my recent video about underrated fragrance houses, you know I mentioned that I thought that Ted Baker really needs to start getting some more attention here on YouTube. And so today I want to talk about one that I recently checked out and I think is really good that deserves a lot of attention here on YouTube. And it is Ted Baker's XO Extraordinary. And this is a 10 ml bottle that came as part of a set. Now, the sets are very hard to find, and even these 10 ml bottles are hard to find anywhere. The full size bottles, they're hard to find as well, especially if you live in the United States. Maybe if you live in Britain, close to a Ted Baker store, you might be able to find one there. I'm not sure. Never been to a Ted Baker store, but anyway, I am quite happy that I had a chance to try this one out, and I hope someday you will too if you haven't already. It's classified as an Oriental spicy fragrance, and I should also mention that there's another fragrance that Ted Baker has called XO Extraordinary X2O, and that one is a grayish black bottle. This one is more of a ambery yellow bottle, and the reason I decided to try this one first during the wintertime because I thought because it was yellow that would be sort of like a sweet ambery fragrance, but really that's not the case at all. The notes for this one in the top we have cypress, mandarin orange, and cardamom. Middle notes are pimento, ginger, and red berries. And in the base we have pink pepper, Australian sandalwood, and white musk. So with this fragrance, basically what you're going to get is like this dry, greenish, woody smell. It's mostly that cypress, I think, that's giving it that unique feel. If you've ever smelled cypress before, it does maybe have like a sort of like a medicinal kind of a quality to it. Maybe a little bit like a eucalyptus, but I think even better and more modern than eucalyptus. Some people say that the opening is kind of harsh, and maybe I can see where they're coming from. It might come across as a bit harsh for a couple of seconds, but that quickly goes away, and you're just left with this really nice, breezy, refreshing cypress scent blended with spicy red berries and oranges. And I'm quite impressed with this one. It doesn't really remind me of anything in particular. If I had to come up with an analogy, I would say imagine the breezy cypress of Acqua di Parma's Espresso di Toscana blended with the spicy red berries of Terry Mugler's Pure Malt. So you kind of almost get like a summer edition or all fresh version of Pure Malt with this fragrance. So if Pure Malt ever came out with a flanker, it might smell like this one if it was a summer edition. So quite nice. Imagine driving through a field, get the windows down. You're going through like this place with the cypress trees and the red berries there, and that breeze is coming through your window, and it's very nice and refreshing. So I would say, this one's quite nice. Check it out if you can. Get into some scores. The smell, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. A perfectly fine smell. Don't remember anybody complaining about it. My wife actually said she liked it. My stepdaughter, I let her smell it before the review. She said she liked it too. Now, projection longevity, this one does seem to quickly sort of die down here. Maybe after 30 minutes to an hour, it really becomes close to the skin. So 5 out of 10 there. Versatility, I'm going to give it 7 out of 10 because I think you can wear it pretty much year round. It's certainly not something that's going to be offensive in the summertime either. I think it might actually benefit from the heat. Might be a little bit weak in the winter, but yeah, it'd be a great work scent. Could maybe even wear it on a date, I guess, because it is elegant and refined, like Ted Baker's clothing wear. Uniqueness, 8.5 out of 10. I mentioned before, it doesn't really remind me of anything. Ted Baker does seem to come out with pretty unique scents, and this one certainly doesn't fail in that category either. Now, the price point, there's not too many of these available online that I could see. I think you can still get one on the eBay International website for about $15. So if you hurry up and jump on that, you might be able to get one for about $15. So overall, I'm going to give this 7.5 out of 10. high scores for uniqueness and smell, but the performance, if you're looking for something that's just going to really, jump off the skin, you could probably do a little bit better. But overall, the smell is really nice, and for people looking for something unique and different, certainly worth checking out. So that's my review of Ted Baker London's XO Extraordinary. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.